Welcome to Let's Chat with Jinny Riddle, where faith meets real life. I'm your host, Jinny, wife, mother, grandmother, entrepreneur, beauty educator, author, and believer in the power of prayer. This is a space for honest conversations, encouragement, and inspiration. Whether you're getting ready for the day, winding down, or driving between appointments, let's talk faith, beauty, purpose, and everything in between. Grab your coffee or your lip gloss. Let's chat. Welcome to Let's Chat with Jinny Riddle. I am your host, Jinny Riddle. Today, my guest is Aaron Guerrero-Montes. He's a nurse practitioner and the owner of Mindful Aesthetics and Wellness. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you're here. Finally, we're able to do the interview. Yes, because he's so busy, and then I get busy also. But thank you for being here. If you could trace back one moment or experience that ignited your passion, what would it be?
So I think in general, just coming into the medical field, I was really motivated when I saw the care that my mom received when she was in the hospital. I had moved out of town for nursing school, and I didn't really know what to do, but when I found out that she was sick, I came home. I said I have to be with my mom, and just being there with her in the hospital, seeing the nurses and everything that they did really motivated me to do the best that I could to help others.
Absolutely, yes. She's a very wonderful lady, and she's raised a great young man. And I don't know why I get emotional, but it's because I know them for many, many years. And I know that was a difficult time because I also remember when she told me that she was going through cancer and everything, but she had a great support group. And then you're always been a wonderful son. So I'm glad that you're in this field because I know you're going to take care of other people also. So it's always a blessing to have people that really care for other people, right? That's a big plus because a lot of people want to be in a nurse or in the field, but they really don't care about the people.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Right, the passion to help others.
Absolutely, yes. If you have to describe your journey using 3 words, what would it be?
Well, being a nurse practitioner in the medical field and owning a business, I would say the first one is definitely it's exhausting.
Yes.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
Yes.
And I think that makes a big difference. Just the time that you have to commit. Right now I'm the owner, the injector, the inventory manager. I do have help from my husband that does the social media, so I'm very grateful for that. But just it takes a lot of time and effort, and without my support system, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yes, you definitely need a support system because it is a lot of times I'll see you and other people and I go, how do they do it with their little ones? And I forget I did it. I had little ones at one point, right? But I guess like they're all grown up. I never had a time to reflect and say, oh my God, I'm doing so much. You just did what you had to do, right?
Right.
To keep going with the family and everything.
Yeah, and just with everything that we're doing, regardless of how busy I am, I always make time for the things that are always needed. And just incorporating that into your question, the second word I would say is definitely it's very rewarding. Being able to meet new clients, help them with their wellness journey. It's just great to see, the progress that they make.
Yes.
Just because they need a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance. And
Absolutely.
That's what I'm there for. And overall, it's just very fulfilling. Being able to know that you're making a difference in somebody else's life. Not only do they look better, they feel better, their families notice it, their friends, their coworkers, and they get motivated. So it's like a ripple effect.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I'm in the beauty industry, and it's very rewarding when somebody comes in and maybe they don't feel as confident, and then you just bring out the best because everybody's got beautiful features. Everybody's got it's unique, So it's really nice to make them feel better and special.
Right.
So it's very rewarding. So I could relate to you on that aspect right there.
Definitely.
What's a typical day in your life?
Well, how much time do you have? So every day is a little bit different. But for example, on Mondays, so we'll get up, we'll get the kids ready, we'll feed the pups. I'll take the kids to daycare. And then I head to the office. I just prepare, making sure that everything is in order. prepare for my first clients, making sure I have enough, supplies, checking social media, checking messages, paying the bills. Of course, they
Yes,
gotta be paid.
absolutely.
And I just see my clients throughout the day, making sure you're giving them the best attention and care. Go home, pick up the kids, feed the pups again, spend time with the hubby, and just we'll read to the kids, we'll watch different things, whatever their favorite movie is, they get them ready for bed, and then my husband has to go to bed by
Yes.
and I usually go to bed around midnight.
Midnight.
Just wrapping up all the loose ends, making sure everything is good to continue on with the weekend. Start all over the next day.
Yes. How old are your kids?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yes.
So you have a little girl and a little boy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So you have your hands full,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah. Aria's the boss.
Aria's the boss.
We know it. She's 2 going on 20, but
Oh my God.
But yeah, we all know what she says goes, and we enjoy it. It's exhausting, but it's the most rewarding job I've ever had.
Nice.
Being
That's
a parent.
nice.
Thank you.
If you could debunk one myth about your industry in a single sentence, what would that be?
I would say that not all injectors are created equally. And in the sense that we all go to training, we all have different backgrounds. I think myself being an anesthetic injector, being a nurse practitioner, my experience as a nurse as well just helps me provide a little bit more attention to the client, understanding their, chronic diseases, their history, studying their facial anatomy, and making sure that I try to give them the best treatment and options that are available.
Absolutely. I think that's very important because in every profession, you're going to have the people that really take their time to first give you the best service, but get to know your history. So it's very important that you guys are very honest, either with us or with them,
Yes.
any chronic illness, disease, because that could affect the treatment.
Allergies.
Allergies
Some people
also.
forget they're allergic to certain things, so we gotta know that.
Absolutely. So yes, it's very important for that. Even for ourselves also here at the studio, you have to check with them if they're allergic to something. What other things have they done on their hair they haven't told us, or on their skin. A lot of times they're getting chemical peels, different things like that. So it's very important that you're very honest in that aspect, so everything could go smooth and well.
We gotta keep that good transparency, good communication, and making sure that there's no harm done.
Exactly, to have a good experience
Right.
when it comes to that.
Right.
Who has been your biggest influence on your career?
I would definitely say, in general, my family, my support system. My mom, of course, you've known her for more than 30 years. And,
Yes, absolutely.
And just, the foundation that she built with me and carried on with her family, and that I've carried on with my friends, it's just having their support is like no other. I wouldn't be able to work a full-time job, have a business on the side, raise the kids, be married, have the
Yes.
pups, just everything. It's without their support, I forget my keys, or I run out of gloves or something,
Yeah.
random. So there I'm like, hey mom, what are you doing? And
Exactly.
she's like, what do you need? And she doesn't hesitate.
Yes.
And my husband, without him, making the opportunity to let me be at the shop on weekends, and I wouldn't be able to run the business. So
Absolutely.
They just keep me going, and they motivate me, and when I need a reality check, they're there too to say,
Absolutely.
calm down.
Calm down. Absolutely. His mom is the best. I've known her for many years. Actually, when I started my career in the beauty industry, she was one of my first clients. And so I've known Aaron since he was about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Not that you need to know my age. No, I'm joking. But yes, I've known Aaron, and he's always been a good young man. Even back then, you could tell he was so good. But his mom, she's amazing. She's that kind of person that if you need her, she's going to be there for you. And she's just a very kind person, and she likes to service. So I see where you get this from also. But yes, I love Gloria.
Yes. And don't worry, you'll be getting your chile con queso.
Oh yes, hint hint, chile con queso.
Yes.
She makes the best chile con queso.
She'll give you a large batch this year.
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely. Super spicy too.
Yeah.
I told her, "Are you upset?"
Oh no. She said, if it's not spicy, it's not good. So
Right? Yes, she likes it really
she,
spicy.
she wants to see those tears.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so funny. If you could plant one idea or thought in people listening, what would it be?
So I know it's been said time and again, but I think it's really important. If you set your mind to do something, you can do it. Starting, with training. I
Absolutely.
waited a few months, like about 6 months before I actually started looking into, what it took to start a business. I reached out to you. You opened your arms in your office, and we started here for 6 months, and it was an amazing experience. But we grew, and I didn't have a space. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay in the building, but I didn't move too far, and it's just really important that if you really want to do something, you can do it. You just gotta be able to dedicate yourself, your time,
Absolutely.
to committing to that.
Yes, I totally agree with you. It was great having you here, and I saw you grew quickly because I remember I'm like, Aaron, do videos, remember?
Yeah. Oh my God. That was an experience.
Yes, he would be all shy and I go, you gotta do videos, you gotta let them know what you're doing. And now
Yeah.
he loves doing his
You can't
videos.
stop me.
Yes, I created a little monster there. But I noticed that your customer service with your clients and, you know, they liked what you were offering. And so you just grew quickly. He started the business and he just went from there. It was a blessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was it definitely a learning experience, but with your guidance, it helped me a lot. Being able just to be able to help people look and feel their best, whether it was, with their weight loss program or vitamin shots. Sometimes,
Absolutely.
people just sit in the chair and they just let everything out, and that's really what they need. And so, I learn a lot about people and I keep it to myself. It's just good to be able to know that the things that we're able to offer, people will gladly accept them. And, we offer specials all the time. We're very flexible with our weekend hours. We accept multiple forms of payment.
Absolutely.
So
That's
it's
true.
just, trying to do the best that we can to help as many people as we can.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And one thing, we're over here like being counselors
Yes.
because you start with them and they just become your friends, even though you want to keep things separate, but you can't help but get attached with them as well. And they share with you, right? They feel
Right.
comfortable when they share things.
That people think, well, there's other injectors, what makes you different? And I tell people, well, there's many barbers, hairstylists, makeup artists, car washes, and so it just depends what works better for us, what's the vibe, where do we feel comfortable, and I think that's what helps our clients stay with us.
Yes, it's a matter of what's a good fit, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody is different with that. So, like I said, I love having you here. You're doing amazing. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And then, if you could share with them, we're going to be linking the address and where you could book for your appointments. But where are you guys located?
So we didn't move too far, we just went down the street, but we're at 9434 Viscount, Suite 210, and there's Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. We do take only appointments. Every now and then we will have some walk-in specials, but for the most part, it's just better to be able to make sure we can give you enough time to complete the consultation, answer any questions, and complete the service within a designated time.
That's
And
true.
our website is mindfuleptx.com. Look on there, look for our social media to look for any specials, any promotions, and anything else that you may need. Feel free to call or text me. If you do DM the Instagram, my husband will be answering that, so give him some time. He's busy as well. But if not,
Yes.
he'll send me a copy of the message and I'll reply. So we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes, absolutely. So, Erin, thank you for taking time and being here with me. I'm very proud of you. I'm glad you're
Thank you.
doing really well. And I just want to also share that my book is available in Amazon, Prayers on the Go Involving God on Your Busy Day. It is available both English and Spanish. I also have it here at the studio, but it's great prayers in there to help you guide you on your busy day. And then again, thank you for joining. And until next time, let's chat.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
Erin, if you could plant one idea or thought in people on bloopers, if we're gonna save this one. Oh my god, okay. So, oh my god. Oh, there's always one bad. Okay.